I'm dying. I'm having a bad throat week because Chinese people think that burning paper money to create inflation in hell is a normal thing. But on the bright side, you get to hear me and my deep, low, sexy voice. Not sexy. It's not sexy at all. Hey everyone, Aiden here. This video is different from my regular videos. It's a little shorter for one. It's half an endnote for my video on incels, half an update video for my channel, and half a celebration for passing 100 subs. So if you think about it mathematically, you're actually getting 1.5 times more content. That's how math work. Don't check me. So onto the endnote. I received a lot of comments on the video about incel culture. Lots of them are love, thank you for those. Some of them are hates, some of them are misconceptions, and some of them are things I failed to address because you can't address a thing that you've never thought about addressing. It's just one of the side effects of making video essays, and that no matter how much you prepare, your knowledge is limited to what you have in that moment. So let's answer some of the comments. Jordan Peterson, he is not an incel. I never said he was. He is, however, an incel icon. I even showed an incel using Peterson's name as a handle. You don't have to be an incel to be an incel icon. You just need to spout enough rhetorics that incels agree with and you will become their icon. Peterson hides his misogyny behind the almost mystical phrase of balance. Everything must be balanced, like masculinity is stability while femininity is chaos. And his view of Jungian archetype and how they represent some form of innate unalterable truth is very popular in incel circles, and that's why he's popular with incels. You can watch Some More News talk about Jordan Peterson for 3 hours. They made a really great video just diving deep into Jordan Peterson as a person. I highly recommend it. Bro, just hit the gym. Oh, but seriously though, for people who are trying to lose weight and have mustered up the courage to go to the gym, good luck. You're awesome. Pickup artistry, or pua. Is it an incel subculture? Yes, but incel can also be a subculture of pua. But it doesn't really matter because it's like a really shit game of Tetris where the goal is to lose with as little holes as possible instead of winning by clearing the lines. The main culture is just your base. They are whatever Tetris blocks you first put down. The subculture is whatever blocks you then put onto them. Doesn't matter what they actually are as long as they are compatible with what you want to believe. You can start with incel, pua, even flat earth. And if part of the tower's rhetoric just doesn't fit, you can cut it out. That way you can build the tower out however you want. That's the appeal of these extreme ideologies. They are customizable, just for you, specifically tailored for your special view of the world. Help, I didn't know there were so many variants of cells past incel and femcel. There are more. Do you want to know what they are? You don't get a choice, I'm telling you them. There are gym cells for gym bros who cannot get a girl if you're Indian. Maybe give curry cell a whirl. There are fat cells for big boys and thin cells for slims. There are work cells for workers and knit cells for gym. You can be handsome or ugly. Doesn't that contradict? It really doesn't matter because it's all bullshit. Oh fuck. I'm dying. Seriously though, there are even more, by the way. Physical attractiveness. Look at me. Do I look like a person unaware of attractiveness being a factor in getting a relationship? If you think the point of the video is just about incels being ugly, you may need to re-evaluate how you think. And lastly, here is a little extra about my experience leaving incel culture. I don't want people to think leaving the culture is ever easy. I left the incel bubble in a year, but I stayed in peripheral contact for almost half a decade, which can be quite dangerous because in that time, people do relapse. I continued to watch videos of incel icons like Jordan Peterson and Milo Yiannopoulos. I'm pretty sure if Andrew Tate was a thing back then, I would have watched him too. And it was only until I started watching BreadTube that I fully broke away. Owen Morgan, also known as Telltale, was my entry. He really helped deconstruct a cult mindset from me and pointed me in all the right direction for studying the topic. I highly recommend his channel. The final nail in the coffin was ironically Tomska. And it's ironic because back in the before times, Tomska was like the fucking fashion icon of incel culture, even though he was never an incel. The pictures of him in the fedora was basically everywhere, and now he's just this amazingly lovely, huggable jelly baby. When I found his vlog series last week and last month, which I may have copied, it was just so wholesome and inspiring to see someone very similar to myself pull himself out into the light and just be happier even while facing hardships. So, Tom, Owen, on the off chance you are watching this, thanks. I know we'll probably never meet, parasocial, YouTube relationships, I get it, but you guys really saved my ass, and I hope one day I will be successful enough to give you money on Patreon. It's not easy to get out and it takes time, but on the other side now, I'm just a happier person, and from the comments of other people who have left the culture, you guys are too. I realize I don't need to define my happiness by relationships or sex. Those things are nice, but I'm just me and I'm okay. And I know there are going to be incels watching this and getting angry, and to you guys I say, you're okay too. Life is already hard enough. We have unchecked capitalism, systemic inequality, and rampant wealth inequality. There are wars from Ukraine to the Middle East, and people are homeless and starving as the world slowly burns, Real problems. You don't need to go out of your way to find more reasons to be sad. That's what my channel is for. Because here's an advice from an ex-incel who is now comfortable enough in his own skin that he openly goes onto YouTube to make videos with his double chin and no makeup for hundreds of people to watch. Focusing your personality and ideology on a culture that puts so much effort on finding reasons on why being ugly is bad won't make you happy. Channel update, my next video is taking a little longer than usual to make, so I thought I'd do up this little thing in between to keep up my schedule. I kind of fell into a rabbit hole of research. It happens sometimes, especially when I'm digging into something nobody else has dug into before, like the pangolin video. It's as close to real journalism as I'll ever get, even though it's completely accidental and traumatizes me a lot. Here's a preview of my next video. The video is now 30 minutes long. Send help. I'm also unlisting my AI video from the channel because there's an error in it I can't really stand by anymore. I kind of rushed into that video when the topic was fresh, so I didn't do enough due diligence. Taught me not to rush my research for views. But it still has some parts I'm really proud of, so if you want to see it, it'll be linked in the description below. I'll be making a new and hopefully better video on AI generators in the future, so look forward to that. Here's an artistic rendering of what that video would look like. Also, 100 subs! Woo! Yeah, damn. I had no idea how long this was going to take. It took me an entire year to get to 70, and it just hit 100 on the homelessness video release, though it's now around 300 given the incel video. Thanks. I don't know what I'm doing, but I will do my best to make this a channel worth watching, I guess. So thank all of you for subscribing. Thanks to my patrons as usual. This is me. This is my channel. Making videos about random topics I find interesting is what I do. And if we ever reach 1,000 subscribers, I will eat potato. I don't know how celebrations work.